Hey healer, Marina Simone here. 2020 is around the corner. What do we do? Where do we focus? How many more social media platforms are they going to make in 2020? Where do we pay attention? Look, I get it. As a busy mom with multiple businesses, the last thing I want to do is learn 15 more social media platforms, especially if I'm already slaying one. But if you're not slaying any social media platforms right now, I want to help you figure out where your focus should be in 2020. And I've got to be 100 with you. One of them I wasn't really excited about until now. Maybe you've noticed that people are moving away from the look of professional videos and they're looking more at real, raw, and relatable content that they can really connect with. I know for me, even still to this day, when I see top influencers doing really professional video, I actually get a little bit intimidated. Don't tell them. So one of the things that I started doing in 2019 that I'm going to continue to do in 2020 is keep my content as real, raw, and relatable as I possibly can. I scaled my business to 7 figures without the super profesh look. So you can do the same. I want to talk to you about 3 places that I'm going to be spending my time in 2020. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to completely forget about other platforms. That doesn't mean I'm not going to be repurposing content. It doesn't mean I'm not going to show up on these social media platforms. What it means is that my focus in 2020 are going to be in these 3 areas for social media. So come on, join me on this journey. First, Instagram stories. It's kind of a no-brainer. When people are moving towards real, raw, and relatable, the Instagram stories is the perfect place. Yes, YouTube does stories. Yes, Facebook even does stories. But on Instagram stories, there is over 500 million humans, people, viewers, every single day that are watching the Instagram stories. So it's kind of a no-brainer. If that's where the people are, that's where I'm going to go. I actually enjoy the Instagram stories. I don't feel like I have to show up super professional. I can show up with no makeup on. I can show up just as me. And I have a blast when I'm doing it. It's a great way for you to showcase behind the scenes, what's going on as a mom, what's going on in your business. You know, this has actually helped build a deeper connection with the healers. And so it's going to allow you to build a deeper connection with your audience as well. What makes the Instagram stories so out there and so different is when you look at the Instagram feed and when you look at Instagram, and this is how I felt anyway, for a long time, why I wasn't slaying on Instagram and why I wasn't really using it for my network marketing business or for my online business at all, was because of all the beautiful imagery. I am not a designer. I'm not an artist. And I was intimidated. I would see so many put together photos and edited photos and photography and photographers. And I was like, dude, how do you make that picture lighter? Thank goodness for Lightroom and thank goodness for presets, because if it wasn't for that, I would not be editing my photos at all. I would just be like, boop, that looks good, right? So on the Instagram stories, it takes that intimidation away and allows us to show up as who we are. So we have more people that are relating to influencers that are showing their true selves. Remember, real, raw, and relatable is going to trump in 2020. Yes, I know, I can hear your struggle. What do I talk about in the stories, Marina? Who do I talk to? What am I supposed to talk about? What value do I give? Look, I got you. For those of you that don't know, I host a membership community called the Elite Academy. And every single week, I bring in a themed week to help you decide what kind of content you should be posting on social media, whether it's your Instagram stories or whether it's in your DMs or whether it's on your social media. I show up every single week with a theme for you so you can slay online sales. So more information about the Elite Academy is down in the resource section, so take a look. One of the really cool things about Instagram stories too is that it's really between you and your audience. It's not like for everyone necessarily to see. So what do I mean by this? When you show up in your audience's top feed, right? Because Instagram, you're gonna show on the very top when you actually upload an Instagram story right there. And basically what ends up happening is like if I watch your story, I'm your audience, I can reply directly to that story and directly connect with you. I can create a relationship based on, or a connection based on something you posted about your kid. The other day I posted that Madeline, my baby, had the stomach bug, and we were at the doctor's office, and the overflowing amount of conversation that came just from me posting a snap on my Instagram story about being at the doctor's office opened up conversation where I learned more about my audience. I learned more about my healers, right? So when you think about that, that's powerful because it builds a deeper connection with your audience, which then can increase sales. And one thing, especially if you're an online coach or mentor, is we're always sifting and sorting and looking for the people that are raising their hand that want to actually work with us. So this is a great way for you to showcase who you are behind the scenes and build that deeper connection with your tribe or your audience. Number 2, Instagram Live. Now I have to be honest. I was one who was like, I don't see the point in Instagram Live. It's all about Facebook Live. That was me for a very long time. But guess what? 2020 is coming. And yes, even I can shift. Even I can pivot and head a different direction. So I want you to know that Instagram Live, after doing some research and really sitting back and studying in 2019 what it's been doing for certain influencers, I've made the vow that I will be committing to Instagram Live in 2020. There are so many cool things that I figured out that you can do, and I found ways to monetize off of the Instagram Live. So I want to share that with you now. There's 2 things, that's actually 4. There's 2 things we're actually going to focus on when it comes to Instagram Live, because I really want to help you get a light bulb moment like I had in 2019 when it comes to Instagram Live. We're going to talk about repurpose, and we're going to talk about connection. Repurpose and connection. Stay with me for a minute. Let's start with the repurpose. Instagram Live, first off, allows you to save the vertical video after you've finished and completed it. And then what ends up happening is you can take that one piece of content and break it up, or you can repurpose it on other platforms as well. So let me share with you. Number 1 is you can repurpose that as an IGTV. And now with IGTV, which we'll get into in another video, you can create series. And when you create series, it's almost like playlists on YouTube. So IGTV is like, hello, I'm here too. You can now host your own playlists in certain episodes or series that you can have on your IGTV. So let's talk about repurposing on another scale as well. So when you have one piece of content, you can then break it up into little snippets to put on your Instagram stories, drive them to your IGTV, or you can also put it as a 60-second video that you upload to your Instagram feed. You can also repurpose this on your blog or even on YouTube. There's so many different places of what you can do with one piece of content from your IGTV. There's so many things that you can do and repurpose from your Instagram. Now let's move over here where we talk about connection. Building a deeper connection with your audience is more important than the number of followers, the number of likes, the number of shares, the number of comments. Even though that stuff technically matters, it doesn't when it comes to your actual ideal client. What do I mean by that? If you can sift and sort through a crazy number of humans and find the couple of people that you can work with on a one-on-one basis, you can scale not only your income, but you can scale your reach. Let me explain. We don't always want to attract the masses. We don't want to create content that just goes viral. We want to create content that speaks to one human that we can truly impact. When you can truly speak to the one problem that someone has and you can build that deeper connection, it can really help you not only 10x your brand, but 10x your impact, which then will 10x your wallet. Instagram Live features like the Q&A and being able to bring someone else on really can allow you to showcase your talent and showcase your gift of whatever that is. So here's an example. Certain days of the week in 2020, you're going to see morning coffee with me called Sip and Slay. Hello. Yeah. We're going to get this party started where sometimes I might be interviewing someone and sometimes I might be doing a coaching call live with all of you. And sometimes I'm going to be doing Q&As. These are Sip and Slay mornings with Marina. Yes, exactly. It's going to build a deeper connection where it allows you to either get ready with me in the morning or allows you to see behind the scenes with me and see me in real time, the real, raw, relatable content that will inspire you to take action and know that you're just like me. So see what I mean about building that deeper connection? Instagram Live is raw and real and relatable. There is no show up there and have it all edited and hide, makeup and hide, pimples and hide flaws and all that. We show up real. And I think that's important, especially for women and for the young generation. I can just share with you really quickly that, after having a baby, when it came to postpartum, comparing myself to other women was something I thought I would never do. And I was comparing, one woman who lost X amount of weight in, 5 months and another woman who looked like she didn't even have a baby. And to be honest with you, it started to get to me. And so I believe that it's so important that we show up as real, raw, and relatable as we possibly can. We showcase not just the puppies and rainbows, but we really share to our audiences the struggle, the obstacle, and the wins at the same time. And I truly believe Instagram Live is moving the realness and the rawness in the right way. And number 3 is the one that I swore I was not going to even talk about, teach, or be a part of because I just didn't see the value of it. And you got it. It's TikTok. Ugh, I know, but hear me out for a second. It's a mega trend. Now, does that mean that TikTok is going to take over and maybe you can scale on it and make bazillions of dollars? I don't know. I don't have that answer. I've been searching for that answer. What I do know is influencers and other celebrities are leveraging TikTok to give their audiences a closer inside look at them. What do I mean? It's entertaining. It's funny. It's quick content that allows someone quickly to laugh and honestly, in my opinion, be remembered. I can think of a couple TikToks in my head right now that I will giggle about when I think of them. I think about my mentors and I think about some of the people that I'm stalking on TikTok. And it just cracks me up because in my head, I'm like, why are they wasting their time? And on the other moment, I'm consistently thinking about them and thinking about the things they're doing. I can't get Shailene Johnson out of my head when she dressed up as Nicki Minaj for Halloween and has been doing those dances, and her son Brock, who's like slaying it. And then I think about watching Kelly Clarkson and Ellen DeGeneres and all these celebrities that have TikTok, and it makes me remember. And what's branding? Being remembered, standing out. And that's what this platform is doing. It's helping those show their creativity, have some fun, and truly stand out. Look, I will be the first to admit that when I tried doing some of the TikTok videos and I tried to do the editing and I tried to be all cool, I got really upset with myself and was like, wow, I suck. Like, I don't know how to do this. And I immediately wanted to give up and I was like, TikTok sucks and it's not for me. After sitting back and taking a minute and realizing that I can learn anything and I can do anything, and with the trend of TikTok being so big and seeing how easy it is for being on the platform for you to share it into the Instagram stories, when especially I'll be concentrating on Instagram Live and Instagram stories, it's just another way to showcase some fun and to showcase entertainment. And I'm really funny, believe it or not, when I want to be. And my work wife, Marissa, and I, we like to have fun behind the scenes. So I'm by no means a perfection, anything, or perfect when it comes to TikTok. In fact, if you go to my TikTok right now, I probably have no followers whatsoever because I've done maybe one video of my daughter. But I will tell you, in 2020, I'm going to try to figure some of it out. And if anything, I'm going to utilize the videos for my Instagram stories. So I want to know from you. Are there any social media platforms that you're going to be concentrating on in 2020? Why? Tell me below. I would love to hear from you. Don't forget, make sure you subscribe, you turn your notifications on, and you check out all of the series that we're doing on our free blog, momsandheels.com. For any resources or anything I talked about today, you can look at the resource section. Can't wait to connect with you. Bye.